Greetings one and all, and welcome to my mod review of the Fossils and Archaeology mod for Minecraft 1.6.4. Indeed, it has been updated at last. After 11 months of waiting, they finally did it. So I'm going to show you exactly what is new, and also I'm actually just going to go through everything for those of you who don't know about the mod, who've never seen it. And yeah, just show you everything and how it works. And I think the best way to start off, because there is a lot to show, is the dinosaurs. As you can see here, there are a lot of dinosaurs. There are 14 actual dinosaurs, and then a few other mobs as well, like the mammoth and the smilodon and the dodos and the nautilus. And yeah, so let me get started. I don't want to spoil everything for you, so I'm just going to show you maybe 2 examples of each, and maybe the dodos as well. Yeah, dodos. And now this version has got the spawn eggs, which is great for map makers, and they spawn as adults. So what I'm thinking is that I'll show you 2 examples of adult versions of dinosaurs. Let's take the Spinosaurus from the carnivores, and let's say the T-Rex I won't spoil for you. Let's take the Dilophosaurus as well. Or no, let's take the Velociraptor. Yeah, Velociraptor and Spinosaurus. And from the herbivores we'll take the Ankylosaurus and the Plesiosaur. Yeah, why not? He's a good example of a marine reptile. And then we can take the Smilodon and the Mammoth. And we can show you the Nautilus as well, why not? The Nautilus, you can find they spawn in oceans and rivers naturally. And this is what they look like. I think they're very cute. And then you need their shells, well, a particular magic conch shell in order to control the Plesiosaur. Yeah, I think his point of activation is sort of below him over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now in this section here I think I'm going to do the herbivores. And I've got another place in the swamp where we can do the carnivores. So let's see, what do the Ankies look like? The Ankies are like that. Wow, hello, he's bigger than I thought as an adult, and it looks like he's been retextured. Very nice. So that's your Ankylosaurus, and the Plesiosaur. I've got a little pool here for the Plesiosaur. Let's put him in here. I was going to hatch the egg, but no, I'll do that sort of later on to show you how it works. Plesiosaurs like to be hatched on the shore, but they live in water, and that's what they look like. Very, very pretty. Okay, let's get back quickly. Actually, no, let's fly on over this side, because I've got another section here. Where is it? There we go. And we'll put down our carnivores over here. The Velociraptor, I think he's been resized. Let's take a look. Yes, look at that. That's an adult Velociraptor, and that's what he looks like. Oh, he's a blue one too. That's new. Let's see. Oh wow, maybe that's the new one. I think this is the new blue one. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Different textures. And then the Spinosaurus. Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's giant. Very beautiful. Apparently the AI of the dinosaurs has also been improved, so they will now hunt better and sort of behave more like dinosaurs. Alright, now let's get back to the other side here. I want to show you the dodos because they're just too adorable. Got this little enclosure here for them. You get the white ones. Very cute. And the brown ones. Very nice. Let's get a few more. Yeah, they're very cute. Usually you don't get the cultivated dodo eggs you get from dodo DNA, but then they also hatch eggs themselves, and those behave like normal eggs in that they are a 1 in 8 chance of hatching into a dodo. Alright, I think that's all from this chest. As I said, I don't want to spoil anything for you anymore. In this version, the Deinonychus is the new dinosaur. I'm not going to spoil him for you, but for those of you who've seen my testing series when I was doing for the dev version, you know what he looks like. Brachiosaurs did a very good skin for him. By the way, all this new textures, 32 by 32 textures, was done by Willy's, and I've put a link in the description of the video for you. And also go and download the textures of Raptofarian, the 32 by 32 textures, and of the dinosaurs themselves. And I'll put a link in the description as well. So, moving on, here we go. Look at all these things. Okay, first of all, these javelins, they do not have crafting recipes, unfortunately. But in my explorations, I did find a wooden javelin in a chest in an abandoned mine shaft. So yeah, it seems like they are put into the world now. Fossils, by the way, are also now found in chests in the world. Then you get these scarab tools and weapons, and you make them by finding a scarab gem, which are very rare, and combining them with either a gold or diamond tool or sword in the crafting table, and you'll get one of these. I don't know if there's any difference between making one with a golden, with gold or diamond. It doesn't seem to me that there's any difference. So yes, obviously better to use the gold, right? Then over here we have essence of chicken. Now what this does, if you want your dinosaurs to grow up faster, you can use this on them. But the problem is that makes them hungry. It makes them very hungry, so you've got to make sure you've got something to feed them again in order to get their health up again. Their health and hunger up again. And then, yeah, the way you make that is, there you go, bottles around cooked chicken soup. And cooked chicken soup is basically just raw chicken soup that you cook up in a furnace, and raw chicken soup is a bucket with raw chicken. Alright, now here you have examples of DNA and embryos for the mammoth and the saber-toothed tiger, and the DNAs of them. And let me explain how you go about getting your dinosaurs in a survival world. So the first thing you need to do is look for these blocks in caves. These are fossil blocks, fossil ore, and they have a chance of producing... Oh, look at that, I got one first time. These are called fossils right here. Now you can get bones and sometimes just cobblestone, as you can see there, and skulls. But what you really want from these, what you really hope for, are these fossils over here. And what you do with the fossils is you come over this side. Oh, let me just do this while I'm here. I put this here so it wouldn't grow, but I want to show you. You get this tree as well in the mod, the paleoraph. And yes, you can turn that on and off whether you want it to spawn naturally in the world, in the configuration, or if you want to wait and find seeds first, or saplings. Oh no, not seeds, sorry, saplings. You've got to find saplings in this material here. I wanted to show you this as well, because if I place it, it melts after a while. So yes, then you dig this. You also find this in caves, and it produces books and bones, but there you go. What you really want is that meat over there. And then what you do is you take this meat and these fossils, and you come over here. Sorry, just to finish this section off, you can use the paleoraph wood to make paleoraph planks and stairs. They look very nice. I think you also get a slab as well. And also naturally in caves you can find volcanic rock and volcanic brick you can make in the usual way. And I will show you that later. Let me get to the dinosaurs. So, now that you've found your fossils or your frozen meat, you have to make yourself an analyzer. And the analyzer is made like that. There we go, very easy. A relic scrap, a biofossil, and some iron. And then what you do is you take your fossils and you stick them into the analyzer. And after just a little bit, you have a chance of getting a DNA. It can be quite frustrating sometimes, because yeah, they see that produced sand, but you just wait, you're patient, and after some time you should get a DNA. And like I showed you over here, there are DNAs over here. Let me just take the pterosaur, why not? Oh, also by the way, that you can get sheep and chicken DNA by analyzing raw... Wait, sheep DNA I'm not quite sure how you get. But like for example chicken DNA, if you analyze raw chicken, you can get chicken DNA. But since there's no meat for the sheep, I really don't know how you get that. But it's the same with cows. So now, there you go, you see we got a Triceratops DNA as well. And these fern seeds you can plant beneath trees and dinosaurs eat them, herbivores eat them. Now, once you have the DNA, can I plant this? No, it has to be under a tree. For example, here. And then yes, it grows and dinosaurs will eat that. Alright, so once you have your DNA, you gotta come over here and you gotta place it inside here. Take the pterosaur, and you need some sort of organic material here so that it can process the DNA and cultivate it into an egg. Now, many things work for that. I have here some milk. Oh, and I had a DNA ready here. So yes, you take the milk, put it in here, but you can use eggs or slime balls or raw beef. As I say, anything organic in here will work. But 1 bucket of milk is good because it is enough for the entire process, for the entire cultivation process. So yes, once this processes, you should end up with an egg, which will look like this. There's the pterosaur egg. And now, I think I want to show you an example of a hatching, just to be thorough. Now, just take note that sometimes this can fail, this process, and the culture vat will explode and you will get a Phaleosaurus attacking you and you'll have to remake your culture vat. So just be careful with that. Oh, I also wanted to show you this. You can analyze frozen meat in the hopes of getting the DNA for our mammoth and, where are they? Smilodon here and mammoth here. Yeah, so you could get your DNA for these two from the frozen meat. There you go, mammoth DNA. So if you want, you can go in here and process it, and hopefully you get a mammoth embryo, which I will show you in a second. So that's the culture vat. Oh yes, by the way, the culture vat you make like that. Very easy recipe. So then once you have your egg, you can place it down wherever you like, but it has to be next to a torch. So there you go. And you can check your egg with a dinopedia. We have a dinopedia here. Dinopedia. Here we go. And it should say warm. If it doesn't say warm, if it says cold there, then this will not happen and it will not progress. And also, if you have your embryo cultured, then you can take it, this is what it looks like, and you come here and you secretly inject an animal. It can be a sheep or a pig or a cow, and I think a chicken too. I'm not sure if a chicken works. And then after a while she will give birth to your mammoth or to your saber-toothed tiger. So I'm going to skip the video quickly until these two are ready to pop and to hatch, and I'll be right back. Alright, so our egg is about to hatch and we will see the new modeling for the pterosaur in this version. There she is! Hello! And I did some testing earlier, and it seems that unfortunately flying the pterosaur is not working quite yet. There she is, and if she hatches close to you, then she becomes tamed to you, and as you can see here, you order them with an arrow. Okay, and now you can see it takes much longer for mammoths or smilodons to be born. So I'll skip the video once again. Alright guys, our mama sheep is about to give birth to her baby mammoth. And there we go. Come on, let's have a look at you. Very cute. He's gonna follow his mother around. And it should be tamed to me, yes, because we were close enough when it was born. So it will protect you if something attacks you. Your mammoth will protect you if it's close enough. But okay, moving on. This is the Archaeology workbench. Now, what you use this for is you can find broken ancient swords and broken ancient helmets in chests and things. And let's say you find the sword here, then what you need is relic scraps in order to research it and fix it. So you put that in there, you put the relic scraps down here, and it will process that, and hopefully you get a sword. I don't think that this process fails. And the sword looks like this. Now this sword can be a lot of fun because... Actually, no, I'm not going to show you what happens with the sword. That'll be a spoiler. But believe me, it's very fun, very entertaining. Use it on pigs and see what happens. Okay, so next, what do I have here? The ancient helmet looks very cool, and you can also make bone armor with certain recipes. Like the rib cage is just bones like that, but then, for example, the skull helmet, you need to find these skulls, which can be found sometimes in the fossil blocks, fossil ores, or sometimes you can find them in chests, and also if you kill dinosaurs they sometimes drop them. And take a look at what this looks like. Let's put this on here. There you go, very cool, right? In the dev version it was still very overpowered, but I haven't quite tested that yet. And the ancient helmet looks very cool. There you go. Oh yeah, when you want to use your ancient sword on a pig, you've got to be wearing this ancient helmet for this special effect to take place. Yeah, you try that and see what happens. Okay, next, what do we have here? Okay, yes, I got this raw beef and these leaves here to show you the next block, which is the feeder. Oh, by the way, the recipe for the archaeology workbench is like so. Just a crafting table with a piece of paper. Very easy. And the recipe for the feeder is like that. Not too bad. And now the feeders are what you want to keep close to your dinosaurs so that they don't starve. You can turn dinosaur starving on or off in the configuration. But there you can see, oh, okay, that seems to... Yeah, that happened in the dev version as well. The first time I put something in here, it didn't work, but now it seems to be working. So I guess what you should do is put one beef in there just to see if it glitches like that, so that you don't waste your beef. It can be chicken as well. And yeah, there we go. And then the leaves, let's see. Yeah, there you go. And over here you can put bread works and various other herbivore food works here, and all the meat works over here, fish and chicken and pork chops. So these two here you can find with the fossil ores. You find these skulls, and to make a shiny one like this, all you need to do is put a torch under a skull in the crafting table and you will get your skull lantern. Then there's another thing I want to show you. This over here, the fossil record. It's very nice. Nice little joke there, the fossil record. There you go. And I quite like this. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, it's a very nice. I think it's a bit loud though. Oh, and that turned it off. That's a little strange. Yeah. Okay. So that's a bit of a glitch. But if your sound is down first, then yeah, then it works. Okay, moving on, we have the drum. So you can change the order of the drum, as you can see there. Free move, stay and follow. And then you hit it with a stick, I think it is, or a bone. Okay guys, I don't recommend you use the drum because my game just crashed. I hit it with the bone and my entire game crashed. So yeah, but once they fix that, you'll be able to order more than one dinosaur at once to either follow or stay put or free roam. Yes, so that's that. You can order them individually with various materials. I think Ankies you use sticks and others use bones, and for example the pterosaur uses an arrow. So yeah, then you can order them to stay or follow or free roam. And then over here, this is new to this version, you have the sifter, and I put some dirt in here before, and look at this. It found some bone meal, Sarracina plants. Let's have a look at that, shall we? And even a DNA for a Brachiosaurus, so that's very nice. You can just put all your spare dirt into the sifter. By the way, the recipe is as follows. For the drum, like that, and for the sifter, there you go. All very simple recipes for this mod. And yes, then you can put all your spare dirt in here and you'll get a chance of finding DNA, which is very nice. Got fern seeds here, another Sarracina plant, and bone meal galore. And the Sarracina plants, I didn't know that they activated them. Let's see. Yeah, very nice. They've got these little flies buzzing around them as well. Alright, and now we're just about done. There's just one more thing I want to show you, and that is over here we have fossils and bones, because look what happens if you just right click on the ground with a fossil. You get a little bone model of a dinosaur. Here we have our Triceratops, and if you right click it with a bone, it can grow. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And wow, it can go as big as what the real dinosaur can grow. So that's very nice. You can make a sort of museum with those. And in the previous version, only 4 models were available. But let me just make it daytime here. Time set day. I have them all set out somewhere. But wait, sorry, let me just show you this. You might find this in the world, naturally occurring. It's tar. If you get into it, oh, apparently you start suffering. Of course. Okay, game mode 1. Okay, that didn't happen before. Before you could sort of go into it, and some friends and I made a spa once of that on the dinosaur server. So okay, so don't fall into the tar, guys. It makes sense since it's really hot tar that you would take damage. Alright, and on this side I have all of the skeleton models. Some of them are a little bit broken. This one here, our pterosaur, you can see it's not quite right. But here's the mosasaurus and our stegosaurus. Well, Deinonychus, I was going to say velociraptor. Oh, and they make the sounds apparently as well. Brachiosaurus and plesiosaur. And here we have another Deinonychus. Okay, so I forgot the velociraptor. I wonder if we can get one quickly. There we go. No, that's a baby Deinonychus. And that's the Compsognathus, which I have over here, the adult one. Come on, where's the velociraptor then? Here, no. Gotta find him. Well, believe me, there's a velociraptor. They've made them all now, thanks to Blue Streak. Blue Streak, who's a subscriber of mine, worked hard and made all of them. Whereas before there were only 4. Here we got our Spinosaurus. Can make him bigger. Come on. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to show you over here. Where are they? The Smilodon and the Mammoth. Saber-toothed tiger. There he is. And the Mammoth. Very nice. Oh yes, and saber-toothed tigers, they you got to be careful with them. They will hunt down your sheep and your cows. Unless you tame them, but that was broken in the dev version, I'm not sure about now. But okay guys, I think the video is quite long enough. I hope that you're all excited. Oh, wait, just a little bit more. Sorry, yeah, this side are things that don't have crafting recipes, but which map makers might be able to use. The ancient wood, ancient pillars, and you got ancient wooden plates which do not work as touch plates, you know. But yeah, they're a nice sort of decoration. Then you get ancient stone with ancient stone brick and ancient stone stairs, ancient glass. And this here, which I saw I saw it in NEI, but it doesn't occur in the world. I've looked, believe me. And also the time machine, which does nothing but looks very cool. And there's as yet no crafting recipe for it. Okay guys, that's it. That's all I have time for. So thank you for watching the mod review. I hope you liked it. I hope you're looking forward to playing with the dinosaurs in 1.6.4, and any additions and things that I forgot I will put in the description, and also any fixes to bugs found I'll also put in the description, so you can go and read over there. And one last thing, I did have a look in this world, and I found a shipwreck with loot. There was loot in the chests, but I didn't find an academy. So yeah, but apparently they do spawn in the world now. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Give my video a like, and I will see you in the next season of Dinosaurs and Mo Creatures, because I'm going to be starting that now. Season 4, which I know a lot of you have been waiting patiently for. So, thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.